Alright.
Blazes. Battle noises. They're already inside.
They are. Come, let's go get an overview.
Yes?
Helen's reigns. This doesn't look good.
Tahar, you're awake.
She is. And she's got some interesting stories to tell.
But they'll have to wait. Where are Iskram and Gore?
I don't know. They weren't in the Nexus when the fight broke out. I'd say they've taken matters into their own hands.
What are your orders, Tahar? This doesn't look good.
We have to seal the entrances. If they breach either one of them, we're done with.
Then we need to split up. I'll get some of my men and make a stand in the southwest.
Then I'll take over the northwest. That's the hardest one for them to reach, so chances are they still haven't made it.
Then we'll help you.
Good. And Tahar, if what that scout said is true, and House Utran is really part of this attack, don't harm her. I know my sister, and this does not make any sense at all. There must be a reason for all of this.
I didn't even know Lady Utran is your sister.
I don't blame you. Northander politics and family bonds are complicated, but yes, she is my sister. And since her husband, Lord Rickard Utran, died, she's the ruler of the Utran lands, which makes this development as dangerous as it's bizarre. The fact that House Leonida is supporting the Harbinger is bad enough.
I'll do my best. Good luck. We'll come to your help once the other entrances are secured.
Do that. Nihalth guide your sword, Tahar.
I didn't get to pick my party.
Yes?
Okay. Primal Magic. Rowan. Okay. Fire Nova. Elemental Imbuing. Chain Lightning. That sounds fun. Okay. Elementalist. I like Blizzard. Actually, never mind. Oh, they also get level 3 shit? Man. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Rowan. We're gonna replace that with that. Chain Lightning is good. Elemental Infusion is bad. Okay. Yep, 3 important things is there. Okay. For armor's sake, since I'm making you a range character, basically. Here, have the 2 rings. I don't care. What are all your ability skill off? Willpower or intelligence? Okay. Nah, I don't want to waste a potion of fresh start on you. Sorry, buddy. I'll take that hat. Okay. Elementalists. And 10. There you go. That looks so much better. Ice damage. Ironic, because you're actually a fire mage. Okay, let's just increase that to the max possible. Okay, Iana. What are you? Oh yeah, you're the doppelganger girl. Wait, you're supposed to be an assassin. Why is your mastery brutality? That's a strange one. Well, up the auto attack damage. Oh god, that damage is so much better. Okay. Alright, I like that.
You have my attention.
More willpower to you. And you are a white mage, of course. But I'm gonna give you level 3. Summon undead. Alright.
Corporal?
We're all mages now.
Got it.
A fine plan.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stay where you are. These things aren't just here for bugger and blast. You just had to find out for yourself, didn't you?
Of course.
What the... Tahar? Is that you?
I'll explain later. What is the situation? What are those things?
My newest invention. Or, to be more precise, my newly recovered Shaper technology. I call them, Death Towers.
Death towers?
Yeah. While you were asleep, I did some more research on how the Shapers used the Nexus to defend their city. This is the result, though they won't hold forever. And my gut tells me the Utrans are up to something, because I haven't seen Lady Moira yet.
So it's true. House Utran is fighting for the purity of light.
Yeah, and quite viciously so. In other words, your awakening couldn't be more timely.
What do you suggest?
Well, as you know, I'm not the best at tacticians, but from what I saw, the attacks are currently coordinated by 2 Utran commanders. If we stay here and make sure no one
I love
gets
my
through,
skeletons, look at them!
you could take out those commanders in the meantime.
Got it. I'll come back when it's done.
Good.
Nihalf guide your blade, friend.
Everything has...
Charge! Attack zombies!
Sure.
Oh, they move faster too. Oh, that's amazing. Look at the move. Look at the move. And chain lightning. Damn. You think we don't have an army ourselves? Well, joke's on you. We have an army of undead. Fireball.
Good. Now let's find the other one.
Buff their damage. As if the undead need more damage.
You read my mind. Blazes. That's Lady Myra Utran. We need to help Iskram.
Iskram, no! Okay, we're gonna need to heal him immediately. And we're gonna summon that there. And you are gonna do this.
All right. One more step, I'm gonna slit my throat.
Lady Mira, what?
Shut up! Tell me one reason I shouldn't kill you.
Let me think. How about the fact that if I die, the Utran lands will fall into chaos and you'll have another civil war at hand? Just what you need right now, isn't it? Not to mention that the poor, precious Lord Marshal would be heartbroken, losing his sister like that.
I hate to say it, but she's right. We cannot let her die.
But I don't understand. Why did you betray the crown? Explain yourself.
Explain yourself? Oh, Tahar, you must understand the situation. You're not in a position to give orders. So here's what's gonna happen. You will let me walk away unharmed. You can have my soldiers, I don't care. But if you make only one wrong move, I will end this by slitting my throat.
Lady Mira, what?
You heard me. So, Tahar, what shall it be?
Fine. Get out of here.
A woman of reason. One more thing, though, before I leave.
What?
You will repent. All of you.
Nihalf's hammer. What was that?
I have absolutely no idea. Let's see.
That is... Wait, I have a theory.
About what happened to Myra?
Yeah. But let's talk about that later. I think this entrance should be safe for now. The Death Towers will make sure of that. But what about the rest of the city?
I'm on it. We'll meet at the Nexus when, if this mess is taken care of. Be on your guard, Iskram.
Of course. Thank you again, Tahar. I'm glad you're back.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance.
We need to take care of them.
Tarek's fangs. Tahar. Blazes, it is you. Last time I saw you, you were lying on that stone bed like a bloody corpse.
That's about how I felt when I woke up. What's the situation? I don't see any Purity men around here.
No, not Purity, but someone else. According to my scout, they're gathering their forces down that valley. My gut tells me they're waiting for reinforcements.
If it's not the Purity, who are we dealing with? Another one of the royal houses?
No, I don't think so. To me, they look like bandits. But they're fighting under Aeonir's banner. And the man my Kayran hunter took down had the Purity symbol tattooed right across his forehead.
The Bane. The ones who massacred the Northander outpost in Leafshade.
Huh. Yeah, that fits.
Damn it. What's the plan then?
Well, now that you're here, I say you move out and crush them. We'll hold our position and cover your backs.
Simple enough. All right then. Move out!
Move out!
As you want.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
Oh my god, that fireball! It destroyed them!
They won't stand a chance.
No! They're not standing a chance. Are you kidding me? Look at this. They're getting destroyed.
The fabled pariah. Interesting. I thought you were dead.
Why are you doing this? Throwing your lives away for some deluded madman.
Deluded? You're confusing something, Tahar. The Harbinger is pure. We're pure. You. People like you are who are making this necessary. It wasn't always like that, you know. A long time ago, this world was a world of peace. But then man gave in to temptation. They were weak, and they chose sin over virtue, sin over purity. And now look where we stand. Our history is a testament to our corruption. Wars, rape, hunger, illness. They are Aeronir's punishment for defying him. But that era has come to an end. We will make the world pure again and make it worthy of Aeronir's return.
By slaughtering innocents? Blazes, are you that blind? Aenir is forgiveness. You are perverting his name for your own purposes.
No, Tahar. Aenir is justice, and that's what we deliver.
Yeah, well, here. You can have your justice with my 6 undead creatures. Okay, I'm gonna throw a fireball your way completely for free. You know? Here, have some of this too. Oh, okay.
Not bad, Tahar. Not bad.
Any last words?
Yeah. Listen.
What the?
Go after me and lose your city and your friend, or save them and let me go. Your choice.
She got away.
What?
No time to go after her. We need to secure the entrance.
They got it! Look at them!
Fine.
It will be bloody.
That group was not getting past that right there. That was so stupid! Oh, come on! There was no amount of bodies you can throw against 6 Orcish shaman who throw fireballs and win.
Sure.
At a choke point. Are you kidding? That was utterly stupid that they let her get away. The fuck?
A trap. I should have seen that.
Their leader got away.
I figured. But it won't be the last time we see her. We secured the entrance. That's what matters. What about the rest of the city? They attacked from all sides at once.
Yes, I know. We'll take care of it. Just hold your position for now. Once all this is over, we'll meet at the Nexus.
Understood. Don't die, Tahar.
That was utterly
I'll do my best.
Stupid. Look at how many
There's still 2
bodies
entrances
died.
we haven't
my
covered
God.
yet.
I'm done. I'm done complaining.
Let's hope it's not
It
too
was
late.
just stupid game design. That's all. Let's head down. Actually, let's go to the middle one. I'll connect the middle to the portal down there.
Yes.
We can teleport there.
Taha, you're awake.
Shit. So they've already breached the outer walls.
They will soon. That masked thing on the other side. I don't know how he does it, but he's draining me.
Drain.
Yeah.
Iria!
Blazes, what kind of magic is that? Ready yourself, Tahar!
Here, this is how real magic works. And dead.
One down!
Not the real one.
Yeah. Utterly pathetic.
Ellen's reins. What happened?
The barrier gave up.
Blazes. For someone who just came back from the dead, you're in good shape. Whatever your mother did to you, it seems to help. What about that masked fellow? Where is he?
We've taken care of him. At least for now. Are you injured?
No, just a scratch. Seems like Scryer Elion got the worst of it.
Can you take care of her? We have to make sure the other entrances are safe.
Yes. I'll get her to the Nexus as quick as possible. Be careful, Corporal. I have a feeling that masked priest wasn't Lakane's only ace up the sleeve.
Probably not. Stay safe, Area.
Alright.
Almost through. Just one more entrance to go.
All the more reason to hurry.
I believe there is... Yep, there's a portal there.
Anything on your mind?
Okay. Not the right portal. This is the right portal.
I'll do what's required.
That's an entrance. That tiny little choke point. Come on. This place is the...
Are you deaf? I said no! That machine will squash you like an insect!
Let's see.
You're here. Good. I assume that means the Northwest is secured.
It is. How about you?
Well, we managed to fend off their first attack. They aren't Purity, though.
What then?
Mercenaries. They don't have a banner, so they could be about anyone. Thing is, they've put up a siege weapon of sorts right up that hill, which prevents us from retaliating.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of catapult, but it seems to be magic-fueled and throws fireballs which cause massive damage. We're out of reach, but the moment we move against their camp, it'll decimate us within seconds.
Whereas if you attack that machine directly, the mercenaries themselves will fall into your backs.
Or swarm right into the city, yes. We weren't enough to split up, but now we are. Good timing, in other words.
So you want us to destroy that weapon?
Yes. The moment it is down, we'll go for their strong point.
Got it.
We could also take on their camp by ourselves.
I don't think that's wise, Tahar. You'll be outnumbered, but I can't stop you.
Got it.
Outnumbered. I don't know the meaning of that.
Got it. There it is! Take it down!
Shit! Kill them!
That should do it.
Then we should join Angar. He'll need help with his attack.
You read my mind. Blazes! This is Commander Catras, from Aenir's Deathman.
So he's fighting for the Purity now.
Corporal Tahar. What a surprise.
Catras, why...
Don't talk, friend. Fight. Blazes, Tahar. Now I know why Lakane wants you dead. You really know how to fight.
Why, Catras? Why side with the Harbinger?
Blazes, you do like your dramatic lines, don't you? Look, this isn't personal. Lakane and his fanatics took down my camp and gave me a choice. Repent and accept the light, or have some stern-faced priest ram a bloody pike up me arse. So, unless you have some odd fantasies that I don't want to know about, don't tell me you wouldn't have done the same.
A loyal man wouldn't have.
Well, good thing I never swore loyalty to you or the Empire, isn't it? Don't kid yourself, Lord Marshal. You would have done the exact same thing. Pretend all you like. In the end, we're all selfish pieces of shit. And the only difference between me and you is that I'm honest about it.
Any last words?
I hate to disappoint, but we're not quite there yet, friend. Goodbye, Tahar. Too bad we couldn't be on the same side this time.
What the?
Teleport rune. Good thinking.
Bloody coward. At least we secured the entrance. That's what matters. What about the rest of the city? Are we safe?
Not yet. Hold your position for now. We'll meet at the Nexus once all this is over.
Understood. Tiara's blessings, Tahar.
So many casualties. I just don't understand. We just ended one war, and now the Harbinger starts another?
Human nature, Tahar. People need an enemy. Peace is always fleeting.
Do you really think so?
I do.
What do you mean? She was possessed. This doesn't make any sense.
I'm afraid it does. But again, I have a theory. Let's wait for Tahar.
There you are. I've assigned troops to guard the entrances and double the defenses. If the Harbinger ever strikes again, we'll be prepared.
Good work.
Anyway, there are more important things we need to discuss now. For starters, what, by the Guardians, happened to my sister?
That's a damn good question. Iskram, you said that you have a theory.
Well, yeah, I do. The rune. While you were asleep, I tinkered with it a little.
You think the rune has to do with this?
A rune. But it's probably best if I show you. Follow me, Tahar.
I'm coming too.
All right, let's see. Turn around.
Tiara's breath.
Step forward. So, you get the idea.
Mind control.
Yeah. There are still some critical problems with it, and what I've done is far from what the Harbinger did with Lady Moira. But Tahar, this rune, it has so much potential. If you thought what it does with the Godstones was fascinating, it's just the beginning. The Shapers, the Gazarlanthep, they knew their full potential. And this is the reason they were so powerful. Do you see it now? They...
Have you lost your bloody mind? Stop that! Whatever it is! Stop it now!
What?
Stop it for fuck's sake!
Fine. You're free. Go and take a nap.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
So you actually possessed those men?
No, I mean, yeah, the rune did. Look, Tahar, I know that I was maybe a bit too enthusiastic here, but can't you see the potential? Those soldiers, they do anything you command them to, without batting an eyelid.
They still look hypnotized. Are they free now?
Yeah. It may take a while to recover, but tomorrow they won't remember anything. So it's not that bad. Who knows? Maybe they would have died in the fight if they hadn't been under my control.
Iskram, this is wrong. Completely, utterly wrong.
All right, just cool your head, will you? I know my way of handling things might not have been optimal, but hey, at least now we know what we're up against. You could at least give me that much credit.
Just never do something like this again. And you think that the Harbinger controls Lady Mira, right?
Yes, and in an extraordinarily powerful way, if I may say so.
In other words, we need to find a way to break that possession. Right now, House Uhtred is under the Harbinger's control.
Madness. This is madness.
Whatever it is, let's tend to the wounded first. We'll discuss everything else in the Nexus.
Yes. Let's do that.
I level up again? I'll take it.
Alright, let's catch our breath first. Angar, I'll talk to you when I'm ready to discuss the next steps.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Interesting.
So you made it after all. Not bad.
You didn't think I would?
No. That sleep you were in, I didn't feel that there was any life left in you. But then again, you always were damn hard to kill to begin with. That new energy inside you, though, that's a different story.
So you can feel it?
That's like standing in front of a bonfire and being asked if you can feel the heat. Yes, Tahar, I can. Anyway, in case you're here to ask, we're staying.
So you'll help me fight the Purity?
You make it sound as though this thing is somehow your responsibility. It isn't. That fanatic, with his idiotic stories of the All-Father's return, is out for all of us. Especially the orcs, or the other members of the dark races. So yeah, the Fire Wielders will stay.
That's good news. Thanks, Gord.
Don't mention it. Anything else? Huh?
How did you become a shapeshifter?
I was chosen.
And how does that work?
Complicated. Are you sure you want to hear the whole story? Time isn't exactly on our side.
It isn't. But the more I know about your abilities, the better. You're fighting for me, after all.
We're not fighting for you, Tahar. We are fighting alongside each other. That's a big difference.
Alongside, then.
Good. Let's make it short, then. Shapeshifting is a gift of Zarek. One that only the best of his shamans are granted.
And how does one become a shaman?
He has to be chosen by a tribe's chieftain. You see, magical talent is a lot rarer among orcs than it is among humans or elves. In my tribe, there was only me and Rain. We both discovered our talent by chance. I, when I was 9, and put out a fire that had broken out in my family's hut. Everybody was asleep, even the damn fool that had been tasked to stand guard. When I woke up, the entire room was in flames.
So, it was your magic that woke you?
No, I needed to take a piss.
Makes sense. What happened then?
I panicked and started screaming, as every child would have. However, the only thing that did was make me inhale the fumes even quicker. My vision blurred and I lost consciousness. When I woke up again, I was on a bed of hay in the village shaman's tent, and everybody was staring at me, as if I was Zarek incarnate. I asked what happened and they told me. Just when I had lost consciousness, it had started to rain. Not just a little. It was a full-fledged storm, a deluge from the skies. With not even a minute, all the tents in the village had been flooded. The fire wasn't extinguished right away, but was quickly put out by the other orcs that had been awoken by the storm.
That's impressive.
Well, it was also my last successful weather ritual. If it hadn't been, Barker Gore would be all meadows and forests by now. According to my brothers, I had an orange shimmer in my eyes, and was muttering strange words when they took me to the shaman. She told me that was a clear sign that I was gifted, and that I had fire in my blood, as my tribe likes to say. Of course, it changed my life entirely. All of a sudden, I was my Cal's pride. It was strange, not just for me, but also for my kin.
How did your family take it?
Well, they were proud, but they also weren't sure how to treat me anymore. For example, my father stopped taking me out on the hunt because he was afraid that something might happen, which is ridiculous. Shaman or not, an orc who can't wield a spear isn't an orc at all. Also, my siblings became withdrawn. Jealousy, of course, but also estrangement. All of a sudden, their baby brother had become this strange being, which had apparently been bitten by Zarek himself.
It's always like that. Being different isolates you.
I guess.
Who trained you? The healer?
Yes, but only about her craft. Primitive ghost callings, alchemy, medicine. I learned my magic from an elder who lived in a tiny shack a 15-mile march from our village. I woke up every day before dawn, walked for 2 hours, served him, and receive my lessons, and then return to my cow shortly before midnight. It was hard, yes, but it was insightful. Those long walks in the darkness, the solitude at the foot of the mountain where his shack was, they shaped me.
Interesting. And who was this Rain you mentioned earlier?
Did I? Well, that's complicated. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Regarding this Rain you told me about,
No, Tahar. Accept it.
Alright, well, I guess I can talk about that after I complete more objectives for the main quest. As it always is. Well, that means probably every other one of my companion also has new things to say, so I might as well check up on all of them.
I was hoping you'd come by. That was quite the surprise visit, wasn't it? The Harbinger couldn't have picked a better time for his attack.
I guess you could say that. How's your injury? That blast from the barrier looked quite painful.
The blast? Oh yeah, sure. I'm as good as new. One of the perks of being a light mage. Tahar, I'm sorry. For everything.
What do you mean?
Well, what you discovered in that dungeon. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I mean, I'd always felt you were different, but an experiment of your father? I would have never guessed. And now that bastard Lacane took your mother. It's just... one tragedy follows another. Now I feel almost ridiculous thinking about my supposed problems.
We can still save her.
Yeah, I know. And we will. Blazes. How crazy does that all sound? A half-shaper whose mother's spirit has been stolen by a religious fanatic. If all this weren't actually happening, I'd think I'd be watching a bad play. Though you'd definitely be the tragic hero in this. And I don't envy you.
Problems are always subjective.
I guess they are. Tell me, Tahar. If you had had the choice, would you have wanted to know? About your mother and how you were born?
Yes. It's always better to know the truth.
Is it? Sometimes I wonder if the truth doesn't just make it all worse. Anyway, shaper or not, it's good to have you back. Honestly, there were times when I was worried you wouldn't ever wake up again.
I'm touched. Now
Corporal? Need anything?
Tell me about your time on the road. What was it like?
Is that a command, Corporal?
Please?
All right. But I'm afraid there isn't so much to tell. Have you ever been on the road by yourself?
A long time ago. Yeah.
Well, then you know how wearisome it can get. Sleeping under the stars sounds romantic at first, until you realize that most of the time it's sleeping in the mud, in drizzle. Most of the time, your stomach and your purse are empty, and your feet are full of blisters. And, of course, there's the constant danger. Especially if you're traveling on your own.
Did you ever have a companion?
Some, yeah, but most of it was just temporary. Though there was one I traveled with for longer. Quentin.
How did you meet?
Coincidence. A small town between Finn and Mir and Lar. We played dice together and he cheated. When I called him out on it, he tried to turn tail. But one of the other guests stopped him for me. They wanted to go give him a beating, but I told them to stop. He gave me back my money and we started talking. And, believe it or not, we found that we got along quite well.
So you started traveling together? With a thief?
I wouldn't call him that. He was just young and careless. We ended up traveling for almost a year.
I see. What was your relationship?
You mean... No, we were just friends. He was way too young for my liking, and I think I was too old for him. We were more like sister and brother.
What was his story? Where was he headed?
Into the blue, same as me. He had quite an interesting task, but I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing it with you, to be honest. He wouldn't want that.
I mean, wouldn't everyone be too young for her? Isn't she an elf? Yeah, Yer is an elf. She's like 80-something years old, so...
Huh. So how did you split up? What happened?
Nothing dramatic. We came by a village and decided to rest there for a while. The roads had become quite dangerous due to the mage wars, and we didn't want to go out unprepared. I did some healing for the villagers, and he helped out the local smith. He liked it, and the smith wanted him as an apprentice, so he stayed. I was surprised and a bit hurt at first, but then I realized it was probably for the better. I still think of him sometimes, though.
Huh. And how did you make a living?
That was the easiest part. I healed people.
With light magic?
Yes and no. It was my magic that mended the wounds, but since mages are often met with suspicion, how shall I say, got a little creative. Frankly put, whenever I treated someone, I gave him a magical potion to drink, which was just water mixed with some harmless herb to give it color. The rest was laying on hands to help the potion's effect, which was pure light magic and how I did the actual healing.
And that worked?
Better than you'd think. People were fighting over my panacea as if I was Ellen incarnate, while cursing the evil defilers who had caused this war. Ironic, isn't it?
Do you miss it sometimes? The vagabond life?
Well, we're still vagabonds somehow, aren't we? But I know what you mean. And yeah, I sometimes do. The wind on my skin, the vastness of the wildlands, and the fact that all you have to think about is the mile ahead of you. It's another world. There was this one night I'll never forget. I had made a camp at a clearing, set up campfire, and I was leaning against a tree, slowly drifting toward sleep. Then, all of a sudden, it started to rain. Not just the usual drizzle, it was bucketing down, drowning everything, the earth, the noise, the plants around me. My first impulse was to jump up, to find shelter, get my things into the dry. But I didn't. Instead, I saw. I don't know how else to put it. All of a sudden, there was this deep sense of peace, as if all my life I had been chasing something without knowing it myself. And in that moment had found it. So I just watched. I sat there, and I watched. That feeling lasted until the sun came up. And then I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was gone.
That sounds beautiful.
And a bit dramatic. But yeah, it was beautiful. I've never felt something like that again.
And what do you make of it now?
Truth be told, I don't know. But it changed something. Even though I cannot say what it is.
I'm just gonna ignore that box and move on. Because, yeah. I forgot that it's also a bug for her. Is that when her chat options, there isn't one just to leave. Alright, what should we get? Oh yeah, max this out.
Interesting.
Tahar, thank Nihalf you're awake. For a while I wasn't sure you'd make it. How do you feel? Out on the battlefield we didn't really get the chance to talk.
Could be worse.
Well, that's good to hear. It's a tragedy. The purity on the loose with the power of the Archfire in the Harbinger's hands. Who could have seen that coming? For what it's worth, I'm sorry I had to go through this. I truly am.
I always had my doubts about Lacane. Only I didn't expect this to happen.
I figure.
Be that as it may, all that matters now is that we stop him. What about you, Iskram? I doubt whatever bargain you struck with Lacane still stands. You're still here, so I guess you aren't planning on leaving.
Me? No, of course not. Where would I go, Tahar? There's no way of knowing what the Purity would do if they caught me. He wanted to kill you, so maybe Lacane doesn't want to leave any witnesses. Not to mention that we're still in the ancient Shaper city, full of marvels waiting to be discovered.
Well, I'm glad you're able to see it that way.
A frown hasn't helped anyone yet, has it? There's, one more thing I wanted to ask you. It's about your mother. About Andra.
Ask.
I'm not sure how to say this, but she was a Shaper. A living Shaper.
Don't talk about her as if she's already dead. Lacane only trapped her.
Of course. Sorry, I meant no offense. See, Tahar, all tragedy aside, you have to understand how fascinating this is. A Shaper who survived through the Aeons. And as if that weren't enough, you even turn out to be related. I have so many questions, Tahar, so many questions. Iria said at the moment Andra and you melded, she made you see something. Fragments of her past. Now, I can't help but wonder, what was it? Did you see Mullendir in all its former glory?
I didn't see anything. It's more like I suddenly have that sense of familiarity. Especially here.
But that's even more exciting. She must have transferred some of her memories onto you. I wonder if that's part of this melding ritual. Look, Tahar, I'm not sure how to say this, but how would you feel about it if I examine her? There's so much we could learn from her, even if her mind has left her body.
What do you mean by examine? We're not talking about a dissection, are we?
What? No, of course not.
Why? What are you hoping to gain from that?
You mean apart from being able to examine the body of a living Shaper? There's much we could learn. Maybe we could even find something that helps us fight Lacane.
Iskram, I just lost my mother. The last thing I want to talk about right now are medical examinations on her body.
All right. I understand. Sorry, Tahar. I meant no offense. I think I should get back to work now. I'll see you around.
What? Oh, I can't even talk to him anymore? Boo. Okay. Moving on. Where is my mother's body? I thought it was be in here, but I guess not.
All right, let's catch our breath first. Angar, I'll talk to you when I'm ready to discuss the next steps.
Good. I'll be waiting.
What? Why did it replay that cutscene? That was super weird. Okay. Is it here? Oh, it is here. Okay. Go! Wait. Connect this portal to there. Let's skip like 30 seconds of walking. And poof.
Let's see. She's breathing. But her spirit is gone. Damn you, Lacane.
Not done yet. Still gotta travel outside and speak to these people.
Will do.
Alright, nothing seems new. Let's check on these guys to see if they have new items.
Zauraka, what do you need?
I want to train the fire wheel.
All right. Here's what we can do.
Nope, you don't have any new. Whoa, well, do you have a...
What do you need?
I want to train the fire wheel.
All right. Here's what we can do.
You have 19,000. I can sell you a bunch of stuff. Alright. Got some of my money back. What does this do? Potion consume open up the mind of users, make him more aware of the abilities and potential that lies within. It's considered one of the greatest creation of the. Okay. I want to see what it does, so we're gonna save first before we do this. Oh, just give me a skill point. I'll take it. Yeah, let's work our way to bartering. It'll help.
Yes? Looking for some orcish craftsmanship?
You have no documents. Okay.
Now would you look at that?
Yes.
Want a trade?
I will buy all of that. Ha! It actually came out to be a positive. Amazing. Actually, came out to be too much of a positive.
A fair offer.
Wait, does that mean I'm fully upgraded for the orcs now? Hell yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Aren't you? Come, take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
Yeah, fully upgrade for the orcs. That's the human, right? Yeah. Humans are boring. Let's go upgrade the elves next. Oh, and you know, to also talk to these people.